Hello, my name is GregTech, and welcome back to our GregTech New Horizons Season 2. Gone ahead and got all the dimensionally transcendent casings, so we are just chugging along here with this DTPF. Really the hardest thing so far has been the optical mainframes and then the field generators. Those require the most items, and now that I have kind of sorted our cosmic neutronium a bit, this would have gone much quicker as well. And some of the internal singularities, there's about 4 of them that were not fully fully sorted out, but I've gone ahead and done that. The most annoying one is actually the solarium. But I went ahead and got the B for that, so we are prepared for doing that in the future. So they all should be good for now. Now, as I was crafting up those dimensionally transcendent things, I was thinking, why don't I just use an advanced assembly line? I could, throw the items that we needed for here. So I was like, oh, I'll just throw these 4 things in here in these storage. And then it was like, recipe not found or something like that. No valid recipe. And then I realized, I think what was happening was the dimensionally transcendent casing requires UIV, and the advanced assembly lines require the correct tier. So I couldn't do the 16 amps of UEV. It just wouldn't work on that recipe, unfortunately. And I totally forgot about that restriction on the advanced assembly line. I can't craft up UIV energy hatches yet. They require that, whatchamacallit, the Transcendent something. Yeah, they require these parts, which require transcendent metal screws. So we don't have that yet, but we'll be able to get that with the DTPF. So we're working towards it. So yeah, that was a bit of a pain, but so I transferred everything into, how I was doing it with the things. It all went in the drives, and then I realized it wasn't going to work. Also, there was some funniness with the screws. They weren't like register. It was just something really weird with the things, because I tried storage buses as well. I thought maybe the stocking input buses were wrong. I thought maybe I had too many slices because this is only 4. I'm like, oh, I probably have too many slices, so I cut it off, 3 slices, so it was only the 4, and then the output. And there's something really funny with the Lorian screws. And I don't even really know what it is, to be honest. It's like something, here, I'll show you. Although it'll probably work now. So if I do, let's see, like a chest, it just doesn't want to, the storage buses don't seem to work, and neither do the stocking input buses. It just doesn't register it. So, like, I'm assuming it's something like MBT data or something like that. So if we do that, Lorian screws on a storage bus, we'll even do like high priority. So when I put these screws in the A system, they should go in there. Of course, now they go. Oh no! I knew it was going to happen when I did that. It wasn't registering over there when I was trying to do it. I don't know what I was doing, but I swear they didn't work. Alright, just ignore me. Ignore me! Actually, I have restarted the world since I tried that, so maybe there was just a little bit of bug. Yeah, we'll go with that. There was a little bit of a hitch, and restarting the world fixed it. I swear they weren't popping up in the storage stocking input bus either. But all right, anyway, let's just ignore what I was saying there. So we got those dimensionally transcendent casings things done. Now I need the last part is another big bit. We need 1,200 of these injection casings. So I will start getting those going. And I also, just really quick, have expanded our fusion. I have crafted up a second heat exchanger, and we have that running. So now we have both of the extreme heat exchangers running at the max 1500 per second. And I realized, like, that's going to take like 20 hours or something to burn through all this americium. Because if you think 3,000 a second, you can see how long it's going to take to burn this. So it's going to be like a very long time. But we have that running, and then I'm kind of building up our supply of zinc plasma here. I do have all these supplied. I was thinking that maybe I should just switch. Like, do some producing zinc plasma and then some producing the bismuth plasma that we're going to do. But I don't know, actually. I haven't done the math, so I don't know. I'm sure they're not the same speed. No. Because this requires a higher tier fusion reactor, so it's not going to overclock it as fast. So I don't know. I was thinking of just doing bismuth plasma and all of those. Oh, and I also, since we're going to need tantalum for the bismuth plasma, I have actually switched over our space elevator. It's not actually running at the moment. We're not doing the mining. But I switched it over to a super high distance. And the reason for that is because there is way, way less. I think there's only like 3 veins at that level. So yeah, so that's like 240 is the highest one. But if we look at the mining drone, like 240, like none of these work at 240. There's only a couple. So we get tricalcium and sulfur, which I don't really need. There's our tantalum and mica, silicon, and silicon. I think there's only 3 veins we can actually get at 240. So yeah, we're getting like tens of thousands of tantalum. And it was actually, we were getting so much, our mega blast furnace couldn't keep up with it. It was kind of funny. No, the mega blast furnace could keep up with it. The freezer couldn't keep up with it. That's what it was. Yeah, it was crazy. So, okay, so that is where we're at. Let me craft up all these dimension-y whatever things, these 1,000 things. Oops, I didn't mean to go that way. I was just thinking, where the heck am I going to put this massive multi-block? I don't really want to put it over here, because I already have a big one over here. Maybe I'll put it over here. I kind of want to start building out this way. But unfortunately, all this stuff... Maybe I'll... You know what? Maybe I'll deal with all these tanks and get these going. Because eventually, you can kind of see I want to go this way. And I also want to break this down. I just haven't got around to it. It's still running. Yeah, but I could maybe finally get rid of... Oh, man. I'm just thinking, though, because one of these is like nitration mixture, which we actually use. I would have to, like, redo... I don't know. I'll think about that. While we're crafting this stuff up is the perfect time. Okay, as I was doing some other stuff around the base, I realized I forgot to scan a dimensional bridge for the research for this. So I got that going. As you can see, it does need 32 million, so it's going to take a little bit of time. But you may notice my my inventory is just full because I have been clearing everything out. I finally got rid of all those little tanks and stuff from before. I figured if there is something that's still connected to those, there was no chlorine or nitrogen in those tanks, it's going to be shut off, so it doesn't matter. I originally left all the little tanks there, so I'm like, oh, I'll get them sorted, and then when I get all the things sorted, we will break all this down, but I ended up basically just waiting for it to end. All right, there are a couple things here. I don't want to like destroy the advanced glue. I don't think we're going to need it anymore, but I'm going to leave it. Iron chloride, that still goes through here. I don't have it set up in a yacht tank yet. So that is another thing that I probably should just switch over. I just don't feel like emptying that out. It's the main reason. All right. Also, I have just been doing a little bit of... I didn't want that in there. I actually just been destroying these because I'm never going to use them again. All right, cool. And I think we got all our dimensional... Yeah, 1266. That actually wasn't, to be honest, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I did leave my computer running like overnight, crafting up all the casings and the dimensional things. So, I mean, it did take multiple hours with my setup. It would have been faster if I had more assembly lines. I know that, but yeah, I don't mind just letting the world run. I'm just deleting all these tanks, so because I know I'm not going to use them anymore. I do need to empty these out. I should just throw a pump on that. Or we'll do just IV, I think. Because these unfortunately don't have an auto extract. So it's a bit of a pain getting all the stuff out. I just hate when they don't stack in the A system. Apparently I forgot to pulley. Okay, so I'm going to get all this stuff done. I need to expand my lasers here before I do this as well, because I'm going to expand the laser network out this way. We'll send the main line, so we'll have mainline branch, mainline, and even down here is kind of a mainline, sort of. I don't have it going around in a circle. I think I come this way and then I come there. So there's actually no laser right in this bit. But yeah, so I'm going to extend the laser out this way. I thought I had... I was like, I don't think I have 5 in a row, do I? I don't know. Yeah, so I'll do that, and I will get the research for the controller, and I think we're ready to go. I think I will actually use the thing now, because I don't think we need this. Oh, astral titanium chromatic. I don't think we're going to need any of this stuff before I can craft more up in the maybe I should make sure we don't need that, because that would be a pain. I know we have to mix a bunch of plasmas, which, to be honest, I like craft all these up already, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, so I'm not seeing the need for one of these quantum anomalies. So I think we'll be good. And then when, like I said, once we get this DTPF thing up, we'll be able to craft one more up. Pretty sure we have a chromatic lens. Maybe I should double check that we have that. Yeah, we'll have the right coil, so I'm pretty sure we're good everywhere. But I guess let me craft this up before I use it. That'll be like the last thing I do before I craft it up. All right, we are back, and I am just crafting up the bridge. Unfortunately, right before I started crafting that up, I started crafting up Oganesson. So I kind of need... I mean, I could pull this stuff out, so we craft that up. Maybe I will do that, and then I'll just manually put it back in. I'll just pull that out. Just because it does take a little bit of time. It's not like horrible, but when you're trying to craft other stuff, it is a little bit of a pain. I think that's only 12 seconds, that one. Yeah. All right. We'll do that. It's the cosmic neutronium that actually goes through it pretty quickly. We are up to... I should have done this a little bit while ago. I didn't realize how fast it was actually going to be crafting up cosmic neutronium if I did 4 and upgraded them. So, yeah. Okay, so I've gone ahead and extended this. I kind of just went through this thing. We got a really long laser. I'm just kind of waiting to do these. I've said this a few times. I'm just kind of waiting to do these before because I want to redo some of these setups, and some of these setups are going to go. Like the PBI setup is going to go. So I'm like, I don't want to spend like real life time fixing that stuff. All right, so this is, I think, where this is going to go. Now this is going to be the center. It'll be right on top of this, and this is the middle. So you can see this is actually a pretty big multi-block. I do have 3 extra spaces. So yeah, it's going to be, maybe not that big, but it's going to be at least a 3x3. It's probably going to be about similar size to that, but much, much bigger. And then the one thing, I don't really know where the power goes, to be honest. It says, you know, it just says you need a couple energy hatches or a TT energy hatch. I don't know where that goes because it, okay, so where does it go? Oh, it's right. So it has to go in one of these dimensional things. All right. Does that mean it can go down here? Does it? Can it replace one of these? Can it go in the middle? I don't really know, and I'm not going to know until I get the controller crafted up and then kind of like click on it with the thing. And I do need to get a couple more of these. I think I have all that stuff. What did we say we needed? Like 11, I think, to do the not hypogen. We're doing awakened. Yeah, tier 11. I'm hoping I can replace like some of these. So I haven't built the transformer yet because I don't exactly know where it's gonna go, because you know we can't bend the laser pipe, so I don't want to like have it in the middle and then I have to like run it over here, so I'd have to go like, I'd rather just go straight across kind of thing. Also I don't know if it does it have to be like, does it have to be up top? I don't know. We'll figure that out. So let me finish crafting this up. Oh, it looks like it's crafting. And probably just go chuck this Oganesson stuff in here. I need to claim those chunks as well. And our base is getting big. Yeah, let me dump this stuff in here. Did I switch them? I might have switched them. Oh well. Let me just make sure that is also crafting up. It is not. Oh, I don't think I threw the... I don't think I did. I'm assuming it's... Oh, it's still going. Alright, that's going to take a while. Alright, AFK for a bit. Okay, it just finished, so we should have... Yep, there we go. I think there is a quest, actually. Let's make sure... Oh, there it is. Yep, okay, cool. We have reached the Plasma Forge, one of the late game multi-blocks. This monster will make a Mega Blast Furnace look like a toaster by comparison to the raw smelting power wheel here. Multi-block has numerous power recipes at its disposal, including the ability to cook 4096 neutronium in parallel for reduced EU cost and a conversion of Infinity Catalyst directly into Infinity. Yeah, that one is really cool. This comes at great cost and will likely be a harsh test on your infrastructure. Well, I did kind of was repairing a little bit with our power, so we got a decent amount-ish. So let's go ahead and drop this. I don't have a thing over here yet. Let me grab a double anchor. Now, this is gonna... This is a lot of blocks to place, and I don't really want to have it connected on the A system, because then it's going to be pulling like hatches and all sorts of stuff, and I'm never going to find them in this thing. So I'll probably hold all the... the blocks. It's just going to take a little while. All right. I'm going to throw this here until I kind of figure out what we're doing with this multi-block. Okay, so here we go. Ah! Yeah, that's big. Okay, so... Oh man, it doesn't tell me what the hint blocks are. Just says hint, mandatory air. Alright, what I will probably do is... Oh, actually... Oh, all these are the same. Okay, cool. So all these are 3. Are these 3 down here? I need to change that config too. That makes this stay. Okay, so those are all the same. Okay, cool. That's what I was hoping. Alright, so I think all the hatches and input buses and all that stuff can just go in the 3s. And they can go in any of them. Okay, so I guess let's just start. We'll just start like grabbing some of these blocks. And then the awakened coils. Still feel like this wasn't as bad as I thought it would be crafting up. Do that. Alright, so we'll start placing this. Although it is doing 125 blocks at once, so a bit more than the other ones. Man, can you imagine having to do this manually? Alright, cool. So thankfully it does kind of say which one we need. Dimensional. And that. Yeah, so I am gonna be happy. No! Shoot, I left that in there. And I can see it's placed stuff. Alright, let me go over this really quick and make sure there's no like hatches and stuff. Man, this thing is cool. Alright, so I think it just did... I think it just did like this row. So, okay, I'm not seeing any. Right, maybe it didn't. Maybe it didn't place hatches. Maybe it just switched to a different thing. I thought it maybe it placed hatches where I didn't want it to. Alright, it is stuck on something. I need to hold more. Okay, let me continue crafting this thing up and we will come back. Alright, there we go. It says it is complete. And I have one extra thing there. Alright, cool. So there we go. There is our multi-block. Dimensionally something something transfer. That is pretty cool. I will probably fill out the floor. That looks really cool though. And underneath here, we have gone ahead and I did 2 quadruples. I can always add more. And a super bus. So this is for active crafting. I have a stocking input bus over here if we need. I have output bus ME, output hatch ME, and then our laser will probably come in there. Although you know what, it would probably be easier. You know what, I'm gonna move this. Change plan. I think I'm gonna like move this over here. Maybe like right even here. Laser. There. Yeah, I think I'll do that. And then that way we just don't have that transformer, the 3x3 multi-block in the way. But I do want all the hatches and stuff right here. Did I? Oh, right. I had an extra one, didn't I? Let me just do lasers. So it'll be that to that, and then source will go here. And then, yeah, I do need a couple more. I didn't craft up a whole bunch because I wasn't really sure which ones I was going to need. Nope. Okay, so main line, and then we'll branch off into another one right here, and then up for that. All right, cool. So we need to get this up and running. What is the first thing we're going to do? Yeah, probably before I can do anything, we're going to have to get this super fancy catalyst stuff dimensionally. Yep, there's a lot of them. We got to figure out where it starts. Obviously, when we get the plasma mixer, we can do that. But we got to figure out. Right, is it this one? Niobium, calcium, iron, helium in a mixer. Holy cow, that is long. Although it is only ZPM. Is that like where the chain starts and then you kind of go up the chain? I think. I could be wrong. All right, let me look at this really quick and kind of just get a feel for this. And I guess, why don't we, I'm just trying to think of something to work towards. Quantum thingies is probably something I want to work towards first. So resplendent. All right, so it looks like the excited state, we're going to throw in the laser engraver. Doesn't need a thing, but so that, that, Yeah, okay, so crude, prosaic, resplendent, and then excited. That doesn't seem too terrible. A lot of shift clicking recipes into NEI though. Okay, I have shift click a bunch of recipes in to AE for, I need to make a recipe for niobium and calcium, and that should get us the crude catalyst. I already had helium plasma and iron plasma. I probably, I have a, oh, I have a recipe for it. Cool. Yeah. So, like I said, we'll continue doing this. I just gotta make sure everything works. I did just clear out these fluid storage bus, all the filters. I don't think that was really necessary, to be honest. It's not going to insert if it has nowhere to go, and like it's never going to be like just one empty because you need two for a recipe. Oh, okay, so that was quick. It's already yeah, it's working. How long is this going to take? 89 seconds. Okay, that was really quick. We just crafted up calcium plasma, niobium plasma, and I didn't even see it turn on. And now we are crafting this up 89 seconds as opposed to the 2500 that it says. It's a little crazy under here. I don't like this. This needs to be redone anyway. We could even speed it up if we really wanted to. But that should be like, we even have a, yeah, we do, right? Okay, I do have an output hatch ME. I'm like, oh, it probably wouldn't run. Although I do have it set to voiding. So maybe it would run. But we should have crude catalyst in here. Yes, we do. All right, cool. So that is the beginning. I'm going to continue crafting up everything we need for this. Like we have boron plasma, we have radon plasma. Nickel plasma is like fluorine and something, isn't it? Potassium. Yep. I do need the other one though, and then titanium we have, silver plasma we have, zinc plasma we have, I think nitrogen plasma we have. So we are good. Okay, so that's going to be slow. Okay, maybe we do want to get a dedicated thing up, but that is the main reason you want the forge, the thing that does it much quicker. So that is probably the I don't know, the plasma forge, plasma something, transcendent plasma mixer. I don't know what. Nope, we can't do it yet. Nope, we have to get yeah, we have to get this transcendent stuff. So that'll be probably the next. Cool. But anyway, that's gonna be for today. So thanks for watching, Dad. Have a good one.